Hello, fifth graders. Hopefully it's the morning for you. It's morning for me. And fifth grade, let's get this here. It's on the opposite side. Let's talk about our work this week. This week is your week to create your own experiment. Check it out. Here I am zoomed out. I can give you kind of a week overview. This is Variables Own Experiment. This is our fifth week of science work. It's not our fifth week of distance learning because you have art some weeks and PE other weeks. Here we go. For this week, we have an overview and checklist. Your Google Meets are on Wednesday for Pickert and Thursday for Traxler, always 10:30, code HMSCI. Monday, your work is all about igniting the learning, and that's where we are. Monday, we're coming up with ideas. Tuesday, you are picking one idea and writing a plan. Wednesday is a discussion board to get extra help, and Miss Bush will be replying to posts. Other kids can reply to posts. Thursday, we are looking for you to have your project done. So the project you come up with on Tuesday is something you could finish by Thursday. And Friday, the big thing I'm going to ask you to do on Friday is we will be posting results from our own experiments, and I'm asking you to leave at least 2 positive comments for other kids on their posts. So Friday is really about looking at other people's work and giving them positive feedback. So overall, it's really one big project for the whole week. This is the project, my experiment plan. Check out all of those blank spaces. Yep, that's your week. That's really your whole week. So Monday, I'm asking you for today to write 2 or more ideas on a discussion board. And then when you start your work on Tuesday, this is where you would write out your idea. So let's think of some ideas right now. What could you do for your experiment? Well, Miss Bush is thinking about her experiment this week, and I'm thinking habanero. That's my girl this week. Do you know what? She has not been good about eating her food. So I want to do a test, like what food does habanero like best? I'm thinking I'm going to go to Petco today and I can get mealworms. I can get, maybe they have hornworms. Maybe they have waxworms. Sometimes they have Kelsey worms, and they have these super worms that are different than mealworms, much bigger. So maybe I could get like 5 different insects. Or maybe I could get 2 different kinds of lettuce. Like I could get kale and I could get iceberg lettuce or romaine lettuce. And I'm thinking I could try some different foods. See what food does habanero like best. But you could do anything for your experiment. We have already done a gummy bear lab. You could do something like the gummy bear lab, but with Starburst or raisins or any candy you love. I was thinking something almost all of us would have, no matter where we are. You could do a pencil eraser experiment. You could see what erasers erase the best. How would you do that? You would have to make every line the same length. So you could draw like 4 lines, and you could measure and make them all 2 inches. And then you could see what eraser erases the most. And maybe you'd have to erase for 10 seconds, time it. We need it to be a controlled experiment. We did the apple browning lab. You could do a banana browning lab. Same idea to see what could stop a banana. Oh my gosh, I know one you could do. You could make Jell-O, and you could see what fruits set up in Jell-O. Right? What happens if you put a banana in Jell-O? What happens if you put an apple in Jell-O? What happens if you put canned peaches in Jell-O? Have you ever had Jell-O salads? They can be very interesting. My Aunt Carol always makes this pistachio pudding Jell-O salad with mini marshmallows, and it's green, and there's canned fruit in it. It's interesting. All right. You could do a test. What shoes make you run the fastest? And Miss Bush is wearing her house shoes right now. They're like slippers almost. And you could do I run fast with my house shoes? Do I run fast in running shoes? Do I run fast in my winter boots? And you could test different shoes and have your family time you. You could see what ball is the bounciest. And you could try 3 different balls. I have a cotton, and it's a wool ball for the dryer. This ball is for a fort kit and a balloon. You'd have to measure which ball bounces the highest. Would one test be enough, or would you need more? So I just gave a lot of ideas. Habanero, You could do a cat. What food does the cat like the most? You could do, trying to think what other ones you might want. What paper airplane design works the best? You can take almost anything you love, any passion, any idea you have, and make it into a controlled experiment this week. So your job today is to come up with a few ideas. And then Miss Bush will write some comments and responses, and I'll write things like, oh, that idea would be super fun, but that would take 4 weeks to do. So just so you know, that one takes longer. Or I might write like, ooh, that one's really fun, but it's hard to measure. Let's come up with a plan for measuring. Your work for Tuesday will be to fill out your idea into here and to make a real plan. That's Tuesday's work. So for Monday's work, you are reading all of these directions that you see here, all of the directions. Hey, I'm going to post directions here for Gizmos. So if you are like, Miss Bush, all I have is my iPad. Don't worry, I've got you. We've got this. I will post how to do online science labs on your iPad, so you can still do it. And friends, after you go through this, we are going to post in the discussion board. And the whole idea for the discussion board is ideas. So I am looking for you to post something like, my ideas are testing what foods my bearded dragon likes, or testing the shoes I run fastest with, or testing what foods can I use in a Jell-O salad. So you would just write ideas. But here's the thing, you're not done with your work after you post one time. I'm expecting you to come back, and Miss Bush is going to write you a comment, and I want you to read that comment. And maybe you see other kids' comments and you could respond to their comments. The whole goal of a discussion board is to have a conversation. It's a way for you to show Miss Bush your work and a way for you to interact and talk to each other. So that is your work today. And I want you to know today's work of coming up with ideas is going to lead into Tuesday's work. And I will be going over Tuesday's work with you for tomorrow. But here's a little preview. Have a great day. Let's think of some ideas. What could you test?